We're lucky in St. Louis to have seen all 10 plays in August Wilson's Century Cycle at the Black Rep. Even so, we don't see Wilson's plays often enough. They're challenging works, to be sure, but the challenges aren't insurmountable. So I'm delighted to see some of our established community theaters picking up the Wilson gauntlet. 3 years ago, the Hawthorne Players presented Fences. This month, the Clayton Community Theater took up the piano lesson, which brought Wilson his second Pulitzer Prize. I hope this is the beginning of a trend. The action takes place in Pittsburgh in 1936. The piano in the title is the source of conflict between Boy Willie Charles and his sister Bernice. Boy Willie wants to sell the family's piano to raise enough money to buy the land in Mississippi that belongs to the Sutters, who once owned the Charles family. Buying the slaveholders' land may seem like a worthy goal, but Bernice won't even think about selling the piano. It's no ordinary heirloom. A century earlier, the Sutters obtained the piano in a trade for the wife and son of Boy Willie and Bernice's grandfather. He carved the likenesses of his missing wife and son into the frame of the piano, along with other scenes from the family's history. David Newton's carvings were featured in the Clayton production. The next generation of the Charles family stole the piano from the Sutters, but Boy Willie's father died horribly when they caught up with him. The piano lesson is really a lesson about history. In the play, there are supernatural consequences for not honoring a family's history for dubious personal gain. The paranormal element of the play was handled well in the Clayton production, directed by Nada Vaughn under Nathan Schrader's lighting. In fact, the entire production was a worthy effort. Jeremy Thomas as Boy Willie and Talicia Noah as Bernice were passionate advocates for what they believe is right in their struggle over the piano. Their Uncle Doker was a figure of great warmth in Archie Coleman's portrayal. Darius Varner was a rich source of comedy as Doker's older brother, Whining Boy, a musician who lets us see that living in the past is not the same thing as honoring history. There was more comedy to be found in the performances of Ryan Adolph as Avery, a preacher who was unsuccessfully courting Bernice, and Ronnie Lee Banks as Boy Willie's friend Lyman. Elizabeth McCormick projected a strong personality as Grace, and Alana Fenner captured the sweetness of Bernice's daughter, Maritha. Productions like this one are exactly what our community theater should be doing.
Yes, well done, and so good to see an August Wilson play again.
You bet.